He's been sitting in a Bell County jail cell for nearly 9 years after reportedly killing a police officer. Tonight, we continue our in-depth look at no-knock warrants in the case of Marvin Guy.
Several witnesses took to the stand today for the day 4 of the Carmen de Cruz trial. I'll have all the latest details.
And it is National News Literacy Week tonight. More on sourcing and finding out what exactly is reliable.
We should have plenty more sunshine tomorrow, but enjoy it while it's here because some wet days could be ahead for next week. Your 25 News starts right now.
Connecting Central Texas. This is 25 News.
According to the National Center for State Courts, the average time for a felony trial is around 256 days, not even a year. But justice has been slow for one Bell County man.
Yeah, Marvin Guy locked up for more than 10 times that long now, nearly 9 years. He's accused of killing a police officer during a no-knock warrant raid. In-depth reporter Nick Bradshaw has more in his reporting on no-knock warrants.
In Bell County, Nick Bradshaw, 25 News.
Now, we did reach out to both the Killeen Police Department and the Bell County DA. We never got a response. There is a gag order in place in this specific case. Guy's brother says some of the delays are because he's hired new lawyers and, of course, the pandemic.
Developing news, another Bell County man is getting his day in court today. More than 3 years since the death of Michael Dean. Carmen de Cruz was an officer for Temple Police when he pulled over Dean for speeding in late 2019. That is when Dean was shot and killed. 25 News reporter Jarrell Baker spent all day in court today as well as yesterday, and he's now joining us at the Bell County Justice Center. Jarrell, what did the jury learn today?
Well, Lauren, just like yesterday, we saw a lot of people take the stand. Live here in Temple, Jarrell Baker, 25 News.
All right, Jarrell, we'll stay on it. We're also following developing news out of Falls County tonight. The Sheriff's Office investigating a deadly shooting on Highway 6 just south of Reagan near County Road 255. You can see some of the photos snapped this afternoon. The Sheriff's Office says the victim's identity is pending after family notification. That investigation ongoing. Happening also tonight during the 6 o'clock hour, law enforcement in Kaufman County out with an Amber Alert. The Kemp Police Department says 23-year-old Abigail Williams arrived at a women's shelter on Sunday with her 15-week-old. That's her son right there. Police say the child was under CPS custody, though. Officers say she left that shelter Wednesday night. The child does need medication and formula. Williams is 5'6" with brown hair and brown eyes.
Today, the First Lady of Texas is launching a campaign to fight back against human trafficking. 25 News reporter Andrew Lamparski spoke with a local anti-trafficking group who's been trying to educate the community members for years. Well, layoffs are coming to one of Waco's hospitals. Details are limited this evening, especially on how many people will be impacted and when this will take place. But in a statement to 25 News, Ascension, Texas says in part, quote, "We continue to evolve how we deliver care in this challenging environment. Every effort was made to minimize the impact on patient care. We focus primarily on non-clinical support roles." Ascension, Texas also has hospitals in Austin, Round Rock, Cedar Park, and Kyle. Ascension added it has reached an agreement with Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas to continue in-network services across its hospital system.
Turns out Mark Moorfield is no longer leading the women's basketball team at UMHB. Kendra Foreman is now the interim head coach. When asked by 25 News, the school would not comment on why Moorfield is no longer employed. He was hired back in 2015. In his 7+ seasons, he had a record of 159 and 50. Not bad. He holds several school records, including most wins. He led the women crew to 3 NCAA national tournament appearances. And take a look at this play. Final seconds of the Waco and Killeen girls basketball game last night. Killeen in the white, and you could see them get a layup there to take a 2-point lead with 6 seconds left. But then Waco's Ivory Scott rushes down the court, sinks a game-winning 3-pointer at the buzzer. The final score, the underdog, Waco 53, Killeen 52. I caught up with Ivory just a few moments ago.
I was actually going to try and go for a layup and get fouled. That was the plan at first. But I was going down there. I was like, I'm not going to have enough time. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to shoot the ball because, I mean, that's a shot. Not exactly like that, but I practice pull-up threes all the time in practice. So it's just like, okay, it's time to put in what you practice.
Ironically, earlier in the season, Ivory scored her 1,000th career point, also against Killeen. Waco High now in contention for a playoff spot.
Way to go.
Yeah.
A group in Killeen working to make the city beautiful thanks to a program you might not have heard of.
Straight ahead tonight on 25 News at 6, we'll find out what that program is and exactly how you can get involved.
Plus, we take you inside a Texas clinic helping solve, treat, and cure long COVID.